Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Girls, Two Coast. How you feeling,
Yay.
Kristen?
Hanging in there, girl.
Yeah.
6 weeks today, no smoking. So feeling really good. Yeah.
Excelente.
Yeah. Feeling good.
Very proud
Good.
of you. Look at you. Look at those white teeth and that
Few more dollars in my
skin.
pocket. You know how it is. Things are good. Things are good.
Good, good, good.
Um, but yeah, crazy week, crazy week. And what's going on? Fill
There's
me
some
in.
pluses though. There's some good
Mhm.
pluses because, in all this darkness, it gets so depressing and it's like everything takes forever to get moving along. But
Mhm.
I'm not giving up hope and don't want anyone listening to this to give up hope because well, let me just start with a funny little story because,
Okay.
we got the job numbers out. First of
Yeah.
all, we know
Wow.
January was a horrible month since the great recession for job loss. People lost their jobs more than
Yeah.
ever since like 2009. But
Mhm.
then after this admin redid their numbers from 2025, it turns out that the Trump administration only gained 181,000 jobs for the entire year of 2025.
Which
And
is
when
unheard of. Yeah. It's
crazy.
really
When you and
yeah.
then you look at the year before he came in when everything was booming and the jobs were there's 2 job numbers I'm seeing floating. Let's stick with the lower one.
Mhm.
1.46 million jobs that
Mhm.
the Biden administration created. So I
Mhm.
reach out to my brother checking in. It's been a minute since we talked.
Mhm.
And I say, "Well, what do you
Family.
think about these job numbers?" Yeah, the brother
Yeah.
we had on this podcast
Yeah.
checking in. You
We love them though.
you
We do.
still with
Mhm.
your guy? Um, and instead of answering, he goes right into, "But inflation is low." Now, I just wanna point out something very funny when the MAGA alarm goes off, "Ding, ding," you could tell you're talking to someone from MAGA because 'cause they'll
Mhm.
say something like that, pivot,
Mhm.
and because they know a little bit about some stuff, so he'll feel confident to say
Mhm.
that, but not
Mhm.
enough to know about one subject to know how wrong he is, okay?
Mhm.
Yes, inflation is lower. It's 2.4. Now, by the end of last year, I think it was 2.6, 2.7. What happened? It should have been 2% by fall.
Mhm.
The way it was going down, supply and
Yeah.
demand was correcting itself
Correct.
from the pandemic. America
Yeah.
under Biden did the best at getting everything lower. And it
Yeah.
should have been, if it was on track the way it was under the Biden administration, it'd be at 2% by fall. But
Yeah.
why wasn't it? Because Trump put all those ridiculous, dumb, ignorant tariffs all over the world,
Of
and he
course.
made
Yeah,
it stay
completely.
at 2.7 forever. So now
Yeah.
we're at 2.4 and they're like, "But the inflation's lower." Yeah. Okay. Inflation should be at 2% or less right now, and it's low
100%.
because of the tariff.
Speaking about this
That's
whole
America.
yeah, speaking about like the intelligence of MAGA, and I don't want to say I hate being negative and things like that, but your typical MAGA person will not know anything.
Mm-mm.
They will not know. They'll either know the names of the people in the cabinet, but have no idea what their jobs are, or not, or have no idea who they are at all. I mean, I'd say 50% of MAGA has no idea who Susie Wiles is, who Stephen Miller is, what Marco Rubio's job title is. Like literally clueless, but yeah, yet they're
Yeah.
staunch MAGA
So, and
reps.
remember, so we're living in the day and age, they hear something, they hang on to it, da, da, da. So my brother
Mhm.
goes into then, the Save Act,
Ugh,
say
I have
whatever.
no idea.
He doesn't even see past he can't go further than seeing how we haven't needed that. Every time you vote
Right?
and every time you show up, there's one signature. If 2 signatures come up, now you're gonna be investigated. Like,
Yeah,
ding, 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 someone's real, someone's not. It's just
yeah.
it's just crazy,
It's
crazy. So,
crazy,
they
and
don't see the suppression of Americans trying to get to vote, make it easier. They wanna make it
yeah, 100%.
which is gonna affect
And
the red states, by the way. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And this really just brings me all to the whole thing about politics and family. You know what I mean? Because politics break up families. Like we used to have a no talk politics, ban when I was visiting my parents. God rest their souls. They're both passed. Um, but they were very staunch Republicans, and I'd be like, we can't talk about it. That's it. Because there were so many issues. And, to this very day, unfortunately, I don't have any family left. And it's not strictly because of this political thing. I lost 3 members of my family. I lost my sister 15 years ago, to cancer, and I lost my father, it'll be 5 years in September, to COVID, and I lost my mother a year ago yesterday to dementia. And I have 2 other members of my family, that are alive, but we have no communication. So, unfortunately, the 3 cool members of my family are gone,
Mm,
sadly. So I
um,
don't have anyone left. I have a brother that abused me my entire life,
yeah.
and as early back I can remember from age 3 on. I mean, my entire life,
The
to the
power
point.
bully trip, patriarch
Oh,
shit stuff.
in every sick way,
Yeah.
in every possible way of being abused, it happened to me.
Hmm.
All through my life, and all through my life, all I wanted was his respect, and I wanted him to think I was cool, and it never came around to me where I'd be like, "Oh, I need to be mean to him back," or, nothing. I just wanted his respect. I wanted his attention. I wanted him to think I was
Yeah, he
cool.
was your
My
big brother.
whole my whole life, all through producing around the world, sent him postcards everywhere, called him all the time. Never, ever, ever had a return phone call until I was in my 50s. That's the first phone call he returned to me. I was in my 50s. I was at work in Los Angeles at the studio, and he called me and he said, "You can talk." I was so
What did he
stunned,
want?
just to check up, to catch up, to check in. And I was like, I
For
couldn't,
your
I'm not kidding. I
son,
could barely talk. And I walked around the studio the whole time, but telling everybody, my brother called me, and
and then what happened after that?
people were like,
Did you guys stay
so?
in
And I
touch?
go, he's never called me in my entire life. And I'm 54 years
Right,
old.
but then did you
Yeah.
guys try to start over at that point and have a
I
relationship?
tried to, but it would just went back to him ignoring me.
Oh,
Never return my calls ever. And then finally, I mean, at my sister's funeral, this is when Obama was in office, just in my face, Obama lover, like 1 inch from my face,
goodness.
practically spitting on me. And
He sounds
it just,
obnoxious.
just unbelievable behavior. I mean, unbelievable behavior. But when it all came to a head was my father's funeral in September of 21. And he absolutely was so appalling to me
Mhm.
that I snapped for the first time in however many years, 50 some years. I snapped. I mean, snapped. And everything that he did to me came out, and I couldn't take
Oh,
it
so you
anymore.
confronted him.
Mm,
You
I'm
made
more confronted by I talked to my mom about it.
Oh, okay, good.
And I probably shouldn't have. I sh My whole life, I kept it from everybody. I kept it inside. I kept it inside. And my mom had onset dementia at that time. It was really difficult.
Well,
And that's why my 2 siblings that are still alive, excuse me, still alive, no longer speak to me because they felt that I should not have told her that my brother had abused me in every possible way that you can imagine. He
it
abused me.
sounds like, I
And
mean, you're working through it.
I'm trying to work through it. I mean, I probably won't speak to them, which is a shame. Um, but when my mom died, no one called me to tell me. My sister, if you wanna call her that, texted me, and I did not get the text, and she didn't call me when I didn't get the text. Number 1, who, when your mother is dying, texts someone?
Your sister.
And exactly. And if the person that you've texted did not respond,
Me.
don't you pick up the phone and call them or ask somebody else within the family to please call her because she needs to know?
Well,
Because when she sent me a screenshot of what she texted me, we are iPhone to iPhone, it did not say delivered underneath. And I looked at it and I go, I never got it. It did not. And that happens sometimes. And
well,
when you don't get a response, I'm sorry, you pick up the phone and you make a call. My mother was dying, and no one in my family had the courtesy to let me know. I found out
did you let
4
them
days
know how
after she
upset you
passed.
were?
I'm sorry?
Do they know how upset you are?
Oh, yeah, they don't care because my conversation with my
I mean, that's
sister was
all you can do,
again.
Chris. All
What
you can
what?
do is tell them how you feel
Right.
and then let it
But it
go because at this point, you know,
Yes, but
they don't
again, it wasn't a conversation. It's only text. For some reason, my weirdo family only texts. Who doesn't pick up the phone and call? I don't get it, and I will never get it. And, God bless America. I have what, 20, 25 years left. That's about it. I know I'll never speak to either one of them nor see them. And it's a shame. It really is. But it's just, I remember texting to my sister because she wouldn't speak to me. And you're a mother. You're a mother. I
It
cannot
sounds like this
believe.
has been on your mind a lot, and I'm glad you're venting. Maybe a lot of
Yeah.
people can relate with
Well, it's
you.
been on my mind, well, for at least every day for the last year.
Well,
I'm trying to let it go. I really
sounds
am.
heavy. Like, I'm
But
getting, like, the chills from all of it. Like, something needs to happen a little more maybe to get you through this.
yeah, I got to get through it. I am getting through it. I'm trying to let it go. It's just that we're talking about family and politics, and my brother is such a staunch Republican, if you can call him my brother. He
Yeah,
looks like no one in
maybe
my
that's why
family, to
you're
be honest
thinking
with you.
about it more and more because
Exactly, because I'm so disgusted by the
well,
Republican and MAGA
can I
behavior
tell you
that,
something that really bugs me about in my family and, hi, mom, I hope you're watching and I love you dearly. But
Mhm,
I was so like, my mom in the '80s was that mom of 5 kids that got up and went out and protested against the pedophile priests that was
awesome.
happening. It was all
Yeah,
exposed. She was out there. And then now in this day and age, she's, on the side of the Trump administration and all that, and they wanna,
mhm,
like, they wanna protect all these pedophiles and people, and just for a really good example, and I hope you are listening, mom, but, like, when Bondi is up there and saying, there's no proof that Trump da 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 da." Well, we have the best thing that's happening this week, in my eyes, is the crowdsourcing with these files. There's millions and millions of people out here, and a lot of them are looking at these files and putting them in AI tools and scanning and searching, and everyone every day is finding new stuff, and people did find, um reports of, at the FBI of a little girl, a 9, 11, a 14, way underage,
mhm,
discussing Donald Trump and, his raping of them, and
mhm,
also talking about, killing children, people, things. I'm not saying he's guilty,
mhm,
but there is a report in there of victims, survivors
mhm.
talking about this, about Donald Trump, and then as soon as that was exposed, those files have been taken down off the White House site.
I know, I know.
So, there you go. Why are they trying to hide that? So, mom, like, look into that. Think about that kinda stuff because it's pretty major that this is the biggest cover up in history, but it will be exposed. I really
Yeah,
feel good about that. The silver lining I always say in this day and age is more and more people are aware of how the government works, how strong their voices are.
mhm,
Voices being right now these AI centers going up all around that take up tons and tons of our water, and then they spew out horrendous chemicals into the air and tiny pieces of plastic. People are protesting and they're getting shut down. Yesterday, one in Jersey got shut
thank
down.
God, right?
The people showed up. People showed up.
Mhm,
Oklahoma this week too, there was a whole group, many, many, many Trump supporters were in this group, and they arrested one of them for over talking for 2 minutes, and that crowd got mad, so they're seeing. So the people are coming together. There is no team when you are with the people. We are the people, we are the voice, we are the government. It is the
mhm,
populace. My brother
mhm,
thinks he was part of the populace, he wasn't. And
yeah,
and it very much is cult talk because when
yeah,
you allow someone to get away with this much stuff, you're in a
mhm,
cult because
yeah,
you don't want the truth.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
there's
it's
hope,
true.
and today,
Yeah.
this morning, Andrew, formerly known as Prince Andrew, was arrested on
I
a
was about to
Tuesday.
say that, arrested.
Um,
Yeah,
the world is not moving on. As much as,
yeah, I know.
Donald Trump wants to say we're moving on, we're not moving on. And
Yeah,
all of this will be exposed along
yeah,
with the foundational, richest, wealthiest people, one name out there, Rothschilds,
mm,
that have amassed so much wealth, so much
mm,
power. It's
mhm,
all being exposed. The controlling of the billionaires and the corps is gonna come to an end, so hang in there, everybody. It's
mhm,
slowly but surely going to happen, but you got to stay involved. You
yeah,
gotta stay educated,
yeah, yeah,
and we could keep learning new things every day. So,
mhm,
yeah, that's how I
yeah,
feel. Are you feeling like
yeah.
that? Like, you feeling hopeful or
Yeah, I am feeling hope, I really am, and I apologize for venting, but I had to
no?
get it out, I did, I
This is
really
a great
did,
place to vent.
It's been eating at me for a long time, and all we can do is hope, to be honest with you, and hope that there's a better future to come and that people stand up to this corrupt administration, that the victims of the Epstein pedophile ring have some justice,
Mhm.
and the people that did these abusive things to these powerful, powerful, rich men literally get taken down
With
and,
that,
go to prison for the crimes that they have committed against these young women.
yes, and the Zorro Ranch in New Mexico is finally being investigated by the state. Amazing.
Good.
The feds are out. The
Yeah.
state is in $2.5 million investigation. So if anyone
Yeah.
doesn't know about the Zorro Ranch, massive, massive, almost like a small village in the middle of nowhere. It's 30 miles away from the largest cities. And supposedly, allegedly, two women of Epstein's were buried out there. So in the last
Oh,
week, locals have seen
sickening.
trucks and excavation happening. So who knows what they'll find, but a good investigator will find
Yeah.
her. But yeah, and then supposedly this
Yeah.
guy wants to make it into a Christian retreat, and this guy is also on Trump's admin somewhere. What's he's got a role somewhere. They all do. There's always a connection. It's
Yeah.
probably a game somewhere at this point.
Unbelievable.
1 degree of
Yeah.
Donald Trump to
Unbelievable.
people in the Epstein files and him, because he's been in there more than
Unbelievable.
anybody. So
Yeah.
let's expose it so
It's
we can
crazy.
move,
It's
then we'll move on, and then we'll rebuild, and then we'll
Yeah,
reorg,
exactly.
and everyone will be ready because we're
Yeah.
getting ready now. We're getting ready, we're learning, we're getting strong, we're coming together in all these cool communities. So it's gonna be I'm excited for
Yeah.
the future. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And
All right. Me too. Well, that's
on another podcast, I'll share my what I'm getting ready for my part in the rebuild of the future. That's another podcast, but yes.
I love it. I
And
love it. I
yours.
can't wait to hear. I really can't. But I love catching up with you today. And thanks so much for letting me vent. And I'm really sorry these days that politics divide families. It stinks. And we just need to come together because I know family's important. And
It is,
I got
but
to work on that. I
I'm
got to
sure
work on that myself,
I'm
you know?
sure many people will identify with your story, but also I love the fact that we also choose our families. And there's many friends in
Hmm.
our life that we have chose that we call family, and that's a
Oh,
beautiful thing too.
it
And
really
you've
is a
been
beautiful thing.
one of my
Yeah.
sisters for so many years now. How long do we go back?
Well, met when we
80
were 18.
84.
So I'm going to say what, 42 years? That gives us away. That dates
You were
us.
too
But
cool on you were a cool girl on campus, so I didn't talk to you the first year. You were just spot.
I think you
Everyone
were pretty cool on campus too, though.
You were on the South
You were
Green, I was
co.
in the Convocation Center.
Well, you're so
Okay.
cute. I love it.
Alright,
Well, I love catching up with you. Love seeing you.
you too, and,
Thanks.
everyone have a great weekend, right?
Enjoy. Be
Okay,
well. Peace.
bye.
Bye.